Hey guys, Kanal here from Level Traders. In today's video, we'll go through another chart pattern. This time, the head and shoulders, one of my favorites personally. I'll go through exactly what the head and shoulders pattern is, and we'll look at how to work out the exact target of a head and shoulders breakout. Hope you find this one useful. Check this out. So first off, the head and shoulders. It is a bearish pattern. It's a sell signal. And the pattern itself is a reversal pattern, so it helps traders identify when a reversal may occur. So here's an example. We've got WTI crude oil. It's a daily chart we're looking at from May to mid-August 2019. So the first thing we look at is the pattern. Do we see a head and shoulders pattern? So what does that mean? So notice first, what we're looking for is 3 consecutive kind of humps, a bit like a camel's back, with the middle hump being bigger than the other 2. Now the big hump represents the head, and the other 2 humps are the shoulders. The other area to point out or to take note of is the area of the level where the head and shoulders bounces off, i.e. the neckline. So you see where I've got this kind of horizontal line, or slightly downtrending, around 55.90. That's the key area. Should price break that, that's when the head and shoulders will actually play out. So now we can work out the potential downside target. If we take the neckline, i.e. at 55.90, subtract that from 61.10, we get a difference of $5.20. So from that we can work out, if this plays out, our potential target is $50.70. So notice what happened once price did break 55.90. Look where the low is. We're just looking at the low in just before the week of the 8th of August. It is right around $50.70 before price rebounded. Pretty much bang in line with the target of the head and shoulders. It's just incredible, isn't it? This is one of the reasons why I love this pattern. Not only does it give you a signal, it gives you an exact target that you should be aiming for, where you can take profit. Now that was an example of a head and shoulders pattern using crude oil chart. Shall we now have a look at the reverse? Shall we look at the inverse head and shoulders? i.e. this time it will be the opposite. It will be a signal to buy. Let's have a look at that. So I want to show another example. A couple of reasons. One, that this can work both ways, on the upside and the downside. And maybe there are a few people out there that believe this was simply coincidence and the price was going to go that way. So here, this is a different chart. We're now looking at gold. It's a daily chart between May to August 2020. And again, we're going to use the same mechanics to determine the potential target to the upside this time, because this is an inverse head and shoulders pattern. So in this example, I've drawn the neckline at 1744. I've got the top of the head around 1680. If I take the difference, I get $64. If I then add $64 on top of the neckline at 1744, I now get a target of approximately 1808. And lo and behold, look at when the neckline did break, where the price ended up. We ended up going right on to 1808. And not only that, if you look at when price did break, look at where the resistance is, right? So you can see price began to move sideways just around that 1808 area. So you can see exactly again, once the inverse head and shoulders played out, the target was there to be met at 1808 and it ran into resistance. So it acted like another target point for where traders could take profits. Just incredible again, right? So that pretty much wraps up everything I wanted to cover on head and shoulders pattern. Hopefully again you found this useful and there's some value there to be taken away. I always use this in my trading, and it's certainly something I look out for all the time, and I find it works really well. And hopefully this is something you can take away and add to your kind of trading armory. As always, if you find these videos useful, why not subscribe? No harm in, maybe you'll learn something new. Thanks again for watching. Take care, folks.